This is a Rapido 803F. It's only 6 meters long, which makes it a very, very good size for parking and for ferries and the likes. This is the place we're going to start off. It's the garage. You could get one bike in there. I doubt you could get two in, but maybe you could with a bit of a squash. However, it does give easy access to the batteries, and I want to point the batteries out because most vehicles don't come standard with one battery. Sometimes it's even as low as 80 amps, which is next to useless in my opinion. But you've got two good sized habitation batteries there, so that'll keep your computer and your lights and your telly or whatever you want on. And you've also got the charger, which built in. Not all vehicles provide chargers, which is quite odd in my opinion. They should have them. Another thing they ought to have is built-in gas, but I'll come to that at a later stage. It's not relevant for the moment. And now, what a very nice layout. A 6 meter long vehicle, and you've got this L-shaped lounge, big table. You've got a bed over the seating of the driving area. I think that's great. I like the L-shaped lounge. So you can sit with your feet up on the first of all on the other chairs, and then on the driving chair, and you can read. Now a kitchen. Well, it's the size you'd expect in a 6 meter long vehicle. Everything relatively standard, except for the rather unusual shape of the cover. Let's go into the bathroom. That's 6 meters. Pretty big bathroom, isn't it, really? Very nice covers as well. I like these wooden covers like that. I suspect, though, that a round cover over may be a little bit difficult to, because when you bring it out of, well, this is what I do anyway. I don't stand on the cover when I'm in the shower. So you'd bring the cap cover out, and being round it might be difficult to stand, but that's something you may wish to consider. But here, the steps up, I think this is up to the bed. I think that's very, very well designed. It's very, very nice indeed. Got the bed. Bed is a slightly different shape from a standard bed, but that's great. It's using the space, and that's what I think it's all about, using space. Perhaps at the end of the bed it would have been nice to have something else, but one thing I've got to say is, okay, it's a big flat area, which means you can stick your pillows up behind you and you can actually sit up in bed. Often with vehicles you can't. I mean, for example, in my vehicle, and in fact indeed all the vehicles I've owned, I've had to position myself in a different way to what I would do normally. Now the bed itself, the height can be changed. You can go for a low position, which I think this is possibly in the lowest position, or you can bring it up another 15 centimeters, and that's going to give you far more room in the garage. And we have a physical door along here, and perhaps that's not necessary. Lots of vehicles have curtains. I think a curtain's probably absolutely sufficient. And here you've got a huge amount of hanging space. You've got storage for other things. Perhaps you wouldn't keep the pole for the awning in there. You'd probably put that in the boot, but in the garage I should say. But this is of course at a trade fair, and people keep things in different places. For me, for a 6 meter long vehicle, that is very, very impressive. Another double floor, so you've got storage. You can stick your shoes or something under there, or your beer or whatever. Plenty of room up front. Now the problem is, however, the cost. Like everything, it's well designed. It's lovely, but this thing's going to start at €62,500. This model itself is almost €70,000, and you're not going to find any of them on the second-hand market. I should imagine you're not going to find any on the second-hand market for some years. I would say, I might change my mind, but for the moment that is the best 6 meter long vehicle on the market. you want. It's a Rapido 803F.